The doable duffel calls for two 30-inch handbag double slide zippers. So what does that mean? Well, this is what they look like. These are from the brand By Annie's, but they come in a long plastic container and they've got a long zipper, which is 30 inches long. And you'll notice that it's got 2 zipper pulls per zipper. Okay, first question first. How come the bag calls for 2 zippers when there's actually 3 zippers on the bag? Let me explain that to you. So for starters, what you're going to do is take one of your 30-inch zippers and you're going to use it to create the long zipper that goes all the way across and down the sides of the bag. So that's one 30-inch zipper is going to get used for that. The second 30-inch zipper, and here let me show you one outside of the package, is 30 inches long, but because it has these 2 pulls on it, we can actually cut this into 2 sections and then use it to make 2 separate zippers. So just by sliding the zipper pull off to the side, sewing across the teeth and then cutting it, we can use one for the short zipper that's at the front pocket, and then the remainder can be used to create the zipper for the medium length interior pocket on the inside of the bag. You'll use the remainder of the 30-inch zipper for that. So that's how come the pattern calls for 2 30-inch handbag zippers. Now, what exactly is a handbag zipper? Well, the main difference is that it has got wide zipper tape. So the bits of fabric that are on either side of the teeth is what we call zipper tape. And this is way wider than what you would find in most zippers if you just went to, say, like a Joann's or a Fabricland or somewhere like that. So if somebody says, well, could I use a 30-inch zipper and a 10-inch zipper and a 20-inch zipper? I would probably say no. And that's because most zippers that you're going to pick up in places like that are going to be very narrow, and it's going to be a lot harder to sew them into this bag. And that's not what we're after. We are looking for the easy button when it comes to this bag pattern. So you want to use a handbag zipper. An option that you could do, if you're familiar with zippers and you have some on hand, is you could use zipper by the yard. So this is an example of zipper by the yard. Again, it's By Annie's. Can you tell that I really like this brand? So how this comes is just a long length of zipper tape and then a bunch of zipper pulls, and you are meant to put them together. So if this is your first time sewing with zippers, I might not recommend zipper by the yard, but if you're experienced and you want to give it a try, I say go for it. So here is what zipper, it just looks like zipper tape and it doesn't have any zipper pulls on it. And you just get this little baggie and you get to sort of DIY assemble it yourself. Kind of fun if you're experienced with it. If not, it might not be that fun. So the question might be then, well, what color zipper should you get? Well, there's options. With everything, there's options, and I don't think that there's a wrong answer. So for this example right here, this one has got a By Annie's zipper on it in the color natural, and it's got this cornflower blue is maybe what I want to call this blue binding fabric. So this creates contrast between the two of them. And same with this bag over here. It's got contrast between the zipper binding and the binding fabric and the zipper. So there's contrast between these two. But if I was picking a zipper color for my new imaginary bag, which now I kind of think I have to make, right? Because it looks so cute. But if I was going to pick a zipper color for this fabric bundle, I think I would want navy. So here I've got an example of some navy zipper by the yard. But I think that that would look really nice to have a navy zipper next to this navy binding. So it doesn't have to match your binding fabric. You can have contrast or you can have matching. There's no right or wrong answer. And one more option that you might want to think about is using a zipper that has got metallic teeth. So if you take a look at this one here, it's got gold metallic pulls and gold metallic teeth. I typically only see this kind of zipper in Zipper by the Yard. Usually that's where I see it. So if you're shopping and you're experienced with zippers and you want some Zipper by the Yard, you also have the option of getting some with metallic teeth that might match your hardware. One thing that I have noticed from the orders in my online shop is that most people seem to be matching the color of their zipper to the color of their webbing. So that's just something that I've noticed. It doesn't mean that that's how you have to do it, but I just thought I would pass that along as something that I'm seeing a lot of people doing. So where do you get these zippers from? These magical 30-inch double slide handbag zippers. Well, I can tell you that I have them available in my personal shop. I'm shipping out of Manitoba, Canada, so that might not be appropriate for you or might not be cost effective for you if you're somewhere outside of Canada. So my friend Caitlin from Knot and Thread also has a lot of these same By Annie's zippers, which I really do recommend the By Annie's ones because they are just high quality. This lady puts a lot of thought and a lot of research into any product that she develops, and I've never been disappointed by any product I've ever bought from hers. I have bought zippers from various quilt shops and been disappointed in the quality of them, but never by Annie's. So I sell it in my shop. My friend Caitlin, who is also a bag pattern designer and who's out of Utah, also sells the By Annie's zippers. Zipper Valley is a place in Canada, but they ship out of the Canada and the US, and they've got zippers by the yard that you could purchase with those metallic teeth. And your local quilt shop might have some By Annie zippers as well. So there's lots of places to get them, and they're fun. They just add more color to your bag. They are interesting and exciting, and the good news is if you've never sewn one before, you're about to learn, and it's not as hard as you think it is. Okay, well, when you're ready, I'll see you in the next video.